Shalom, shalom, Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI, WAKWAKWADASH. Double honors to the elders and apostles, a great millstone. Shalom to my YAHAWAH who are diligently waiting to be delivered from this final captivity. This is Brother Kawah Cup coming to you with another lesson. Jeremiah chapter 10, verse 2. Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them. Alright, so today's lesson is going to be on this that I just found out right now. Apple to begin implanting BCs in humans. Alright, so basically, you know, this is in the news today, as of me recording this, not as of the day that this is uploaded. But yeah, basically this is what's going on right now, and you know, we see this and we should be happy. It's gonna be a very quick lesson. It's really just like a news report, a status update on the MOTV. And you know, the thing about this is that while this is not like the whole digital system and whatnot specifically, while that it's not, this is not that, and this is not the MOTB, it is still an important thing, an important aspect to the MOTB, because we know that by the way, this is Elder Apostle Tahar's channel. You can go check this out. I'll link it in the description. But basically, this is an important piece of the puzzle that is the MOTB, because basically as soon as they regulate and normalize having, you know, CHIPs, all right, in people, inside of people, okay, like where you have, and it's like that's another thing, with the whole Apple versus Android type thing. Most people keep on saying, oh, Apple is always better than Android. Apple is this and the third. When I've heard, I'm not a phone person. I'm not like those technology whizzes. I know a little bit, or know enough about technology, all right, to be able to work my way around certain stuff. But I've heard from most people that have literally said, I don't understand this whole Apple is better when Android is objectively better. And also, Apple literally has so many restrictions that literally forces you to have to buy. If you have an older Apple phone, you literally, it works worse. It suddenly becomes worse as soon as their newest Apple product comes out. All right, so it's only for like stupid rich people that just have to keep on wasting their money buying the next new thing. All right, so that's basically what Apple is. So it literally just makes even less sense for the people to buy an Apple product. All right, so anyway, aside from that, is my thing? Yeah, we're good. But aside from that, you know, just in general, Apple is making this big technological jump, all right, in technology, in order to make, I actually googled this. Let me get this. I'll come back to this. I googled it. I think they said Apple wants to make people allow people to be able to control their phones with their brains instead. So yeah, of course everyone says, oh, Apple is this, Apple is the greatest. Everyone loves Apple. So as soon as Apple says this is okay, once again, this is another one of Esau's tactics, where he makes people want to follow along with his thing through using things that he knows that everyone likes. Everyone likes Apple, everyone likes Iron Man, everyone likes Marvel, which by the way, I made a lesson on that before, where people were in love with, you know, Marvel, Iron Man and stuff like that. And Iron Man is actually a part of the Illuminati in the Marvel comics and stuff like that, but obviously they didn't show him in the actual MCU. Regardless of that, that's irrelevant, an irrelevant topic right now. But basically, right now with what we're dealing with, if people are, if Apple's brain chip, you know, becomes popular and everyone's using that, and then that will just be basically, which by the way, Yahawadah it becomes popular. I pray, I hope and pray that it does, because I want, if it's like super big, if a lot of people are doing it and whatnot, then what's going to happen is, they're going to say, okay, well, people aren't afraid of the of the MOTB, so let's just implement it now and let's just go, because very clearly Esau has been doing a whole bunch of stuff that's just like so blatantly evil. Okay, in America, you have Esau deporting a bunch of people. You got Esau freaking bringing in South Africans, only the white or the European, the Edomites, South Africans, so-called South Africans, to America in order to basically take the place of all the Jakes that used to be there. All right, so yeah, like that's a big thing. That was a big thing that was going on, where that was a big thing that was going on where it's like, this is just blatantly crazy. This is just blatantly wrong, and it's kind of like he's not even hiding his true intention. He's not even hiding his hatred and disdain for us anymore. He's just showing it out in the open, like this. Like it gets to a point, So yeah, this is a very big thing that, even though this might, let's say this might be restricted to us, and as well as Slakia in general, that whole thing with the deporting, because I was hearing that even American citizens, like people, natural born American citizens, were actually getting deported. And even though that's a big thing, all right, even though that's a big thing, what one thing that I really feel like is important to take note of and to remember is that, in general, all right, this is Esau's world, and he's going to do whatever he wants. But at the same time, we are looking at all these things, and whenever he does evil, he does wickedly, we are supposed to say, okay, we'll call him LAWAYA, because these are more and more of the signs that we need to see before we are finally able to get out of here. All right, so now let's go back. Okay, yeah, so basically, learn not the way of the heathen. Basically, don't be partaking in Esau's customs of, oh yeah, you have to get a new Apple phone, you have to get anything Apple, everything Apple, this and the third. You have like a Slakia. I heard these dumb bitches, these dumb broads, dumb women, all right, literally saying, if a dude has an Android phone, then that's a red flag. If he doesn't have Apple, then I just don't trust him. I think he's a creep. He's this, that, and third. That is the craziest and dumbest thing I've genuinely ever heard. And when the interviewer, like the street interviewer, asked why do you say that, she literally says, oh, I don't know, because I don't like that freaking text bubble thing, whatever. I don't know what the Apple thing is. I actually have an Android. I have multiple Android phones. But yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing. Oh, Slakia, because whenever I go out, you see me recording with one phone, and then you see me holding another phone to actually read through this stuff. But anyway, aside from that aside, the main thing is just in general how you have these dumbasses that are they're just trying to push that one thing, and I don't even know who is dumb enough to even say something so, or not say something, but push something so dumb. Like, and the crazy thing is that even though I didn't see anyone, and I only saw people saying that's a stupid thing for anyone to say, that if someone has an Android, then that's a red flag or whatever. Of course, you're still gonna have people that are gonna think that is that's a valid thing to say, or she's right and whatnot. All right, so obviously, just it's never always like black and white. It's never always just one person. The fact that she says that obviously means that she learned that type of retarded behavior from somewhere. Okay, and someone put that in her mind. Continuing on, Matthew chapter 24 verse 6, and ye shall hear wars and rumors of wars. See that you be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. And as we are listening and hearing more and more prophecies come to pass, more and more bad things, quote unquote. I say bad in quotation marks, because it is technically bad, and yes, we wouldn't benefit from it. But the thing is that just like say, for example, take a rainbow, all right, a literal rainbow, not what they've bastardized and defiled it, the concept of a rainbow to be in this society. But basically, for the rainbow, a rainbow happens after it rains. Okay, after it rains, and then you have to go through that the little hardship, or maybe the heavy hardship, the heavy rain and whatnot, and then afterwards, then you have the rainbow, and everything is all good, everything's nice, everything's neat and tidy, and it's just like that beautiful scenery. All right, it's that beautiful scenery after the either the heavy rain and whatnot, and after that, that gloomy atmosphere of the rain ends, then you get that beautiful rainbow. And so basically, it's like things have to be bad before they get good. Things get bad before they start getting good. All right, and that's specifically for us, where we chose to follow YAHAWAH. We chose to follow and trust in the Lord before He decides to bless us. We're going through the hardships and we're suffering for righteousness' sake in order to be blessed by YAHAWAH. All right. Second Ezra chapter 9 verse 1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the times past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which He made. Okay, that's another thing where we're observing, and we even sometimes make whatever lessons, all right, whatever short lessons, in order to talk about stuff like this. Maybe just give these types of stuff some attention, so that and that you, being a follower of YAHAWAH, are able to say, okay, what, call YAHAWAH, we're just that much closer, because we don't have any actual time frames. All we have is the signs of the times, the prophecies that says that we are just that much closer to getting out of here. So call YAHAWAH. I just want to bring this out. I pray this lesson was edifying. I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahawashi, Ba'ashem, Wakwak, Wadash, elders and apostles, great millstone, about the ball, and Shalom.